Alright, should be streaming.
Is it working?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool. Remember, you're talking through that microphone now.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Where's my phone?
That is not a question I can answer for you.
Can you grab it if it's in my... I think it's in the living room or something. Yeah, thank you. Hello, hello. Just gonna put up some music. Let's see. Is that working? Is the music too loud? I can turn it down a little bit. Let me know if the music's too loud. And we are going to do that. Oh, I was taking a little break. Okay, good. Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna make a little, what? My phone just died on me. Ah! It is dead. Well, I was gonna make a post saying that I'm live, but my phone is dead. So that's fun. Let's move some of these wires out of the way. Like these. Okay. So I was just doing a little doodle, and I also made myself a Rice Krispie treat that I kind of mushed together. I was just doing a little doodle of Gravard. I don't know how to say his name. He's the little ghost Pokemon that's new. He looks like this. That's him. I love him so much. He's like the cutest little Pokemon in the world. Besides Pikachu, because Pikachu will always be my number one. But he might be my second favorite. Emolga was my second favorite. But I might like this little ghosty boy now. He's so cute. Are any of you guys playing Pokemon? And let me see if I can make like a little post or something. Because I don't know where my charger is. Bah. I feel like every time I go to do a stream, like I'm organized and I have everything ready, and then the minute I go to do it, it's like everything becomes chaotic. I don't know if any of you guys are like that. But, yeah. So, I guess, yeah, I can. Let's zoom in. There we go. Is that better? They really fed us with all the new doggies and the new Pokemon Gen. I'm so happy. Same! They like put a bunch of dogs in this one, and my team is like almost all dogs. Because why wouldn't it be? I'm so happy that they're all little doggies. They're all so cute. Even the little I changed this. Even the little, oh, is it blurry? I don't want it to be blurry. There we go. That looks better. I think it's better. I'm watching my own stream to see if it'll adjust. Sorry, there's a little bit of like a startup thing. Look at this to see if it focuses. Hey, cool. Okay. So, not yet, but I really want Violet. I have Violet right now, and it is very fun. I'm planning on playing Pokemon Platinum for the first time soon. Ooh, fun. So, I guess we could technically, let's see. We have a few options for this stream today. Since this is kind of like a, I don't know, random spur of the moment one, because I was having a ton of computer issues. Basically, my computer ran out of space on everything, like across all my hard drives, and also my camera did. And I spent like the day trying to move things around and compress stuff and all of this stuff, and it was just taking forever to transfer things and whatever, and it just was not a good computer day. It can handle a stream, but it was having a hard time with like Premiere files and all of that type of stuff. So since this is kind of a spur of the moment stream and I don't really have that much planned for it, we can do a few things. First thing, I can continue working on this, doing line art, coloring, whatever. We can have a nice casual Pokemon chat or whatever. Second thing, I can continue working on the Zaza sticker sheet that I was doing of like her outfits. Third thing, I can answer questions or give like drawing tips. Like if anyone wanted drawing advice, like we could have a little impromptu drawing lesson or something. Yeah. Fourth thing, if you have something else you want to see, let me know. But let me know, out of those four things, which one sounds the most appealing to you? I'll go through it again. Finishing this doggy. Drawing Zaza. Finishing up like the sketch and stuff for Zaza's outfits and everything for her sticker sheet. Doing little art lesson. Or something else, if you have a suggestion. So yeah, let me know. I'm gonna wait and see what you guys say while I eat my Rice Krispie treat. And my dog is eyeballing it and blepping very slightly. Chill Pokemon chat. That sounds fun. Okay. the first person chiming in. Who else is gonna chime in? Let me know. Rice Krispie treats are such a basic dessert, but they're so satisfying. They're like sweet, but not too sweet, and crunchy, easy to make. Just like make homemade Rice Krispie treats. Easy. Zaza sounds nice. I'm writing a paper right now, so I'm open to all. Ooh, paper. What are you writing? Well, what we could do is I could finish this and then jump over to Zaza, because this is almost, it's close to being done anyway. Maybe we'll do that. I'm good with anything. All right, well, let's just continue with this, and then we'll jump into doing Zaza once this is done. Considering I'm almost done with the line art anyway, we can chat about Pokemon, we can chat about plans that I want to do. I don't know. I kind of was thinking of doing like a fun little sticker sheet, preferably like a puffy stickers, you know, of just a bunch of the dogs from like different dog Pokemon, and just being like the good boys of Pokemon or something. I don't know. I thought that would be cute. We can put cute little dog boys, and then maybe making a cat version, because there's a bunch of cats. But then also I really wanted to do, and I still plan on doing this, but to be honest, I'm feeling like, I don't know, the past few months I've been going so hard on everything, and it's starting to catch up with me, and I'm starting to feel a little burned out. So I'm thinking I might, like, I don't know, maybe end up taking a little bit of a holiday break. But one of the things that I really wanted to do, probably in the new year, is do like all of the Pokemon trainer types. So like an electric trainer, fire trainer, water trainer, etc. But doing them kind of vintage, and then with a bunch of Pokemon alongside. I don't know. I thought that could be really cute. I don't know if any of you guys played Arceus, Pokemon Arceus, but since they put it kind of, this isn't really spoilers, because like you find this out literally right in the beginning, but since like it's put in the past kind of, I don't know, I feel like they did stuff with the outfits, but I feel like they could have done even more. And it makes me think like what Pokemon would look like through different decades. Obviously, because I'm such a nerd with that type of stuff. But like, I'm trying to decide if I want to do Pokemon trainers in one decade, or like various Pokemon trainers throughout different decades. So if you have an input on that, just leaked, let me know. Just a chill, we're just doing a chill live stream. But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be really fun. I do want to draw my team, because I've been so tired lately. Since I've been like feeling kind of burned out, I've been just like working on freelance, and then trying to chip away at my commissions, and then like just melting into my bed playing Pokemon. And so I really like my little dog team that I have. And of course I have a Pikachu. So it's mostly dogs and then like Pikachu. But I also thought it would be cute to do like an Eevee team. I don't know. Like all the evolutions, I mean. Shut up. I'd love to see an Edwardian trainer with a Greavard. Yeah, I was thinking about like Edwardian and like Victorian and all that type of stuff. Because I think that would be so cute. And kind of like what Pokemon types work the best with different decades almost. Like, obviously, I feel like psychic types and ghost types and stuff work really well with like antique old vintage styles like Edwardian and Victorian and stuff like that. Because obviously, I don't know, it just seems like the obvious fit. But then like water type or like fire type, I don't know. I feel like they all kind of have some vibes. So it's like what Pokemon, what decade vibe do they work with? My favorite type is electric, so I'm like, what would electric work with? But, you know, funny enough, like, I think Fairy is becoming one of my favorites. And also, like, I feel like a lot of dark Pokemon I really like. Like, this guy, because I think he's Ghost and Dark, I think. And then, I love Mimikyu, who's also, I think, Ghost and Dark. Or maybe he's Ghost and Fairy or Dark and Fairy, I can't remember. And then Houndour and Houndoom are like Dark and Fire, I think. And Growlithe and Arcanine, I don't think they're Dark and Fire, but I do know that they can take on dark moves, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But yeah, we're just gonna do this and then we're gonna jump into Zaza. We're just gonna finish this one up first. Put his little candle on his head. I had a few video ideas planned for this week. Well, I have a few for just like the month of December. But I don't know, with my computer problems and then feeling just like really tired, it was really hard to sit down and do some of them. But I was gonna do a video on AI because I have like a bunch of mixed feelings on it, which I'm sure all of you are like, oh yeah, we've seen every artist's like hot take on it. But I just wanted to add my own hot take. So I was going to talk about it and do kind of like AI versus artist, and draw my own rendition of some of the AI things. And then I was going to also do Chuck Jones Pokemon, and there's something else I was going to do. I can't remember now. But yeah, I had these ideas and then my computer was like, I'm not going to work for you at all. And also, you're going to be really exhausted. So, just draw this big old bone. I don't know what Pokemon's bone he just found. Maybe like, I don't know what Pokemon would be like super huge. I want to make sure I don't have any tangents. I have that tangent there, which is driving me crazy. So we're gonna fix it. If you don't know, a tangent is when lines like do this right here, for example, like just touching, or like slightly overlapping, so that when you look at it, it creates this weird like point that you don't mean to have. You want like more of an overlap. So I'm just gonna fix it this way. Like this. Oh, nope, because now we have a tangent right here. Maybe we'll just cut it off like that, I think. Yeah. Maybe, no, now it looks like it's going into the bone. Sometimes it takes just some finagling. Oh, oh boy. Maybe something like this. It's a little better. Like, this is a little too close for comfort for me, but whatever. Maybe we can scoot it just a smidge. And then I think I want to also bring his teeth up to show that he's biting onto it. Oops, wrong thing. Just gonna scoot this. Like it is, oops, like so. I think. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, he's like, "Ma, I got it." And erase out all of these lines. Sometimes I put things like this on another layer so that I can properly get straight lines and everything and move things around before I finalize it. Because then I'll do like, okay, we're good. Merge down. And, oh, hello? This froze. Depression era South Dust Bowl dude with ground rock type team might be neat. Ooh, or Rococo fairy type. Yes, that would be so cool. Also, are you serious? This just froze on me? Hello? I'm just having like... all of my technology is deciding to just not want to be my friend today. Thanks for the crash. Really love that. Hold on one second while I pull this up because I don't want to reveal anything yet. Any special stuff that I'm working on, which should be fine. Okay. So we got our line art done. A little grievered. Oops. Let's just smack some color on him. He's such a cute good boy. Just adding some details. What a cute boy. Just coloring his nose. Oh, he's so cute. I'm gonna scoot this one up and then we're gonna color. I feel like I should make these stickers too, because that would be cute. Little stickers of him. Okay, now do reference. Let's give him a spooky color palette. spooky but cute color palette. Like this one, maybe. He's mostly gray with white details. This doesn't have a good gray in it. I like to have color palettes like this that I can select from, because then I can, I have like set colors to work from, and I feel like it makes my pieces look more unified. So, actually, let's do this. Maybe change his background color to, it's a lot of just noodling, really. I think that's a good one, maybe. I'll take these textures off because I'm probably gonna eye drop a lot. So here's a little trick that I discovered recently. If you drop, if you drop a color in and then it has this continue filling with recolor, if you click that, then you can just be like boo, 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 do, 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 over and over again. And it's very handy. Boo, boo, do, do. So you can just tap in all of your colors everywhere. Boo, 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 bow. Bang. Bow, bee, boo. Like so. Do, bew, bew. Also, I think one reason why I love him is because he reminds me of the like dog designs from like the 60s and 70s in various cartoons. Just, he's cute like that. And obviously I'm a sucker for anything vintage. Excuse me, you're in the way. There we go. I'm just gonna color in these little spots that are missing. Nope. Some spots here. Do I have any other missing spots? No, I don't. The Pokemon dogs are so tiny, you think they're going to be the size of a small or medium-sized dog, but they're truly puppies. I've never gotten that fill-in prompt before. Is this regular Procreate? I think there's only one kind of Procreate. It's when you, like, grab a color here and then you drop it. It pops up and says continue filling with recolor. But it only pops up for a little bit, so you, like, just drop it in and then continue filling. And then you can start doing it. But I think there's only one kind of Procreate, so unless you know something I don't, then I would assume that this is regular Procreate. And yes, about the Pokemon, yeah, he's so tiny, and that's why I love him. But then his evolved form, I forget the name of his evolved form. He's like gigantic. He's so big. But I like this form the best because he's so cute. He's such a cute boy. Okay, I'm gonna... Let's give him his little candly color, which is purple. Doop. Doop. Also, though, here's the thing. When you do continue filling with recolor, it puts a little target here. So I always zoom in really close on the color I want, just so I know that it'll stay in that. And it won't fill random other things. Just a little FYI. And let's see. I'm gonna make... Choop. 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 Oh, I missed a spot on his tooth. Doop. There we go. Doop. I also, oh gosh, missed another spot. So just doop, doop. Fill these in. Let's see the spot I missed. There we go. Also, I don't like this line here. Although that definitely makes a tangent, but whatever. I'm over it. Okay. I'm gonna give him a cute little pink tongue. Maybe this color? Maybe. It vibrates too much. I'm gonna try like a purpley color. A little darker. Maybe a little lighter? No, darker. I think that's a little better. I don't know. Hello from Brazil. Hello. My husband is Portuguese. Well, he speaks, yeah, well, he is Portuguese. He speaks Portuguese. I know you guys speak Brazilian Portuguese there, but I don't know anything in Portuguese except for kisses, because that's what his mom says, so it's beijinhos. And really inappropriate swear words, because that's how it always goes. The minute you go, I want to learn a language, they're like, okay, here are all of the swears. And put the little tongue in the little feet. Trying to decide if I want his little paw pads to be pink or if I want them to be purple, like his little flame. I'm not sure. I feel like purple could be really cute. Zoop. 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 And the last one. Zoop. Here's a little flame. I kind of want to see what it looks like purple. Oh, I think I like that better. Yes. Yes, I like that better. What is your favorite brush on Procreate? My favorite brushes, so I primarily work with Jing brushes. So I have Jing Sketch, Paint, Soft, and Smudge. When I'm trying to color, and when I'm doing like manual coloring, I'll use the flat square usually, because it has a very nice soft, let me show you. It has like a nice soft and textured stroke, which I really like. For line art, I almost exclusively use the Retro Supply Company Ramen Brush Pen. I think it comes in a pack. I'm not sure what pack it comes in. I think it's the Pens and Print right here. But Ramen Brush Pen is my favorite, hands down. That's what I inked with this. I like to use Edge Control Grain and Edge Control Smooth for shading, as well as Soft Brush Grain. And then I have a Screen Tones brush, which is from, I think it's from Retro Supply Company. It's called Beat Tone, and there's like a ton of these different screen tones that I really like that I use to add texture on stuff. So those, I would say those are my favorites. All right, let's put those little white details on him. You can go here and then clipping mask. So I have his base color on one layer, clipping mask on another, and then I can show you the textured brushes. They're very nice. This one, for example. Like go up to here maybe. So this brush is really nice because it has a sharp edge and then it kind of fades out, so you can get some really nice shading with it. So I use that one a lot. Look at these. And let's put some white on this. Here we go. Where does he have? Oh, he has white on his paws. But yeah, this brush is really nice because it gives a very nice edge. You get like a nice hard edge on one end and then a soft edge on the other, which is very, very great. Like so. And then his candle is white. Yeah, he's a cute boy. Put some white here and some white here. And the reason why I put this on another layer is I'll show you. Also, look, you can do this with the hard edge, right? Get some nice lines in there. It's like I don't know, it's one of my favorite brushes. Put the white here and here. It's okay if I'm getting over the lines because I'll show you what I do because it's on another layer. His tail. And the candle. But I'm gonna put down all of the white first so I can go back in later, do and fix it all on one big swoop. Sometimes I forget which side the edge is on. I like this brush because you can also get really good hair texture from it. Makes good lines. Like so. And like so. Got the color in the candle. Candle up here. And don't worry, we're gonna go in with some very specifically placed shadows just to make things pop. Since this is kind of more stylized, I'm not gonna go ham with shading. And this was more just like a fun, like, whatever piece. I'm not gonna go crazy with shading, so we're just gonna do something just like very basic shading just to make some areas pop. And I'll show you what that means and what I do with that. But first we're gonna just finish placing all this white down. Like so. I love his big paws, they're so cute. I have this guy in my team and he has an Everstone so that he never evolves. Because he's so cute and I'm like, I can't have you evolve, I'm sorry, you're just like the cutest when you're tiny like this. And he's so small and then he pops out of the ground. Kills me every time. Well, not actually kills me, but like, you know what I mean. Like, it's very cute and I love it. It's a little surprise by a cute little doggy. But also his little story is so sad because they say that he's like super friendly. And he loves attention, but also because he's like ghost and dark or whatever, he slowly like sucks out your essence the more you're with him. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'll have my essence sucked out. He's very cute. It's worth it. Okay, now that we have all of the white down, I can show you. Whoops. I'm gonna just go in and erase, since we are on a whole other layer here that's on a clipping mask. I am going to go in and just erase the parts that I don't want, and it won't affect my base layer, which is very handy. So I can be kind of loose and free with this and then go in and fix anything that I need to, and it doesn't affect what I did. It's perfect. So all these little parts that I bled over, I can just erase. And I'm using this soft brush, the Jing Flat Square, because it has the soft edges. So when you're kind of quick and loose with your strokes, it softens it when your pen is leaving the, I was gonna say paper, but this isn't paper, the tablet. So then it kind of blends it better, personally, I think. You just go on in and erase these little spots. Like so. Then get this one here. Like so. Voila. Now let's put down some shading on him. Also, this one looks very kind of blue, and I'm wondering if maybe we should... Actually, you know what we can do? We can do a gradient. I think a gradient would look really nice. So I'm going to use soft brush texture, and I'm going to do like this color, but I want it to be more blue. Oops. Like this, maybe. Then what we can do is do another clipping mask. And we can just add a gradient like here. Oh, that's too white. Oh, let's do like this. Maybe. It's okay because we have it on a different layer. So basically what we can do is adjust the color later, which I also do sometimes. If I'm like, I don't know what color I want, but it's not this, I'll have it on another layer and then I'll adjust it. I'll show you. But we're just gonna do this right now. Put some gradient down. Like so. Just little splashes of just blue. Actually, the more I'm working with it, the more I don't hate it. But we'll see. I'm gonna kind of see how I feel. See. Then go back in, erase parts that I feel like don't need this blue, which is very subtle spots, but that's okay. Because I'm kind of thinking about it in a way that like the light is hitting. So it's only going to be spots where the light is kind of, I don't know, hitting. That's the best way I can phrase it. So it won't be in these shadowy areas. I put some on the feet here and here, but not here, not here, not here. Or here. Because we're going to put shadow in here too. Like so. Yeah, funny enough, I didn't like this color when I was using it, but now it's kind of growing on me. So we'll mess around a little bit with the color and see if there's something I like better, but I'll put it on a different, since it's on a different layer, we can kind of play with. What? Whoops, I knocked it with my head. A big old head. You can play with, you know, the Ooh, I kind of like that. It makes him look a little magical. I'm gonna keep that, I think. Let's see. No one's saying anything. We're all just kind of sitting and vibing and listening. Yes? Come up here. Ooh. Hi, Genki. You want to say hi to everybody? You say hi to everybody? You looking for people? You say hi. Hello. You gonna hang out with me? Alright, let's put some shadows in here. Which I'm also... Actually, I can do it on this one. We'll alpha lock that. Go to... I'm trying to decide if I want hard shadows or soft shadows. Let's try hard shadows first and see how it looks. And I think I want to go maybe kind of purple with these shadows. Which also changed my mind. I want to maybe put this on a different layer since I'm not 100% sure. That way I don't mess up anything. So let's see. Hard shadows. Like so. We're just testing it so it's messy. I like the hard shadows. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do hard shadows. And get some of this blue out of here on this one. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like these hard shadows, so I think I'm gonna do that. Hi, I am also drawing. Yay, what are you drawing? I was just gonna ask to see your dog. Yes, he's here, and then I have two other ones sleeping over there. So I'm just gonna refine these shadows. Erase my mistakes. Make these lines more intentional. I also kind of like that he has this little bowl cut thing. I wonder if they were referencing like a Shih Tzu or something. They already had like a Yorkie. I wish they did a Pomeranian. Little Pomeranian dog. I do also really like Fido and Dash Bun. Because also the dog's name is Fido, which is like perfect. What a perfect name for like a Pokemon, in the sense that he's like a dog made out of bread. And his name's Fido. Like dough. A plus name, Pokemon. You nailed it there. And I mean, Fido is on my team. Or not Fido, Dash Bun. And he's on my team. And he's probably like, he's one of my mains, because I started out with like the little, what's that kitty's name? Sprigato, I think. Sprigatito or something. Everyone's just been joking calling it Weed Kitty. But the minute that I got Fido, I was like, that's it, this is my starter. And I've had him ever since, so yeah. He's been with me through thick and thin in the Pokemon game. But also I went hunting for this cute little guy. And I found him, and then he was like too high of a level when I first got him, so he wouldn't listen to me at all. And I was like, please, I just want to be your friend. Put this shadow in for the tongue. I like a so. he's on his belly. So I'm gonna give him a little belly fluff. Oh, it's so cute. What a precious boy. This makes me want to work on my own Pokemon piece. Do it! I dare you. What's stopping you? I'm drawing some OCs and trying 1-point perspective with a low angle and a different coloring style. Dang. Good luck. I hate perspective drawing. That's such a pain in the butt. I don't know if you're drawing digitally, but Procreate has a perspective tool, which I use all the time because it is very handy. Look at this paw. Cast shadows. Like so. There we go. Look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. I gotta erase some of this white. There we go. And some of the blue here. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer, burp. Here we go. Oh, he's so cute. I like experimenting. Yes, good. That's how you become a better artist, is experimenting. 100%. I have experimented many times in different styles and everything. So experimenting is the best way to expand your art style and your techniques, because sometimes you pick up something that you didn't even think that you liked doing, and then you did like it, and you're like, oh, I should just apply this to all my stuff. Also, I don't know if any of you guys ordered my dog book, but I'll give you a small update. It is, I'm getting my proof of it tomorrow, so I get to see if there's anything that I need to change. And then if it looks good, I'm going to give the approval, and then it'll go straight into printing. So I'm still trying to get it out by Christmas. Again, I can't make any promises because I don't know what, if it's going to show up and be all wrong. But yeah, it is in the works. And then I think I'm probably going to open another pre-order because I've been getting like a lot of requests for it still. So I'll probably open another pre-order. But I also ordered... am I on the wrong layer? I am. Oh, I'm a dummy. Well, guess I'm merging these. Ay. Should always check what layer you're on. Don't make my mistake. I don't know what I was gonna say now. I got distracted by my own stupidity. But yeah, oh, I'm trying to get them out by Christmas, but I can't make any promises. Things are still in the works. So we'll see. But I'm trying. Nope, don't like that. Put the drop shadow in for the tongue and under the nose and the teethy mouth things. When they designed this guy, they definitely 100% referenced like the vintage dog styles from like the 60s and 70s. There's a dog specifically, I can't find him, but when I was on my cruise, there was a trivia and it was like a name these cartoon characters, and I was like, oh, you know I'm going to this one. And I was on the cruise with two other friends of mine who are also like in the art scene, animation, all of that type of stuff. So we were like, we're gonna go to this trivia and we're gonna blow it out of the water because we're all like animation and illustration. We were all animation and illustration majors. So like we know all of these cartoon characters like 100%. And we got all of them except for one guy, and he was apparently, I don't remember his name, but he looked so similar to this type of dog, and he was from a British comic book, or like a comic from like the 60s and 70s, and I totally forgot his name, and I've been meaning to look him up, but I can't remember. So now I'm like, oh, this Pokemon reminds me of that dog, but now I don't remember the name of that dog. It's haunting me. Grievard? He's haunting me. Just get this in here. I'm in my experimental era of my art journey as well. Ooh, that's good. You said I also ordered. Uh-huh. I also ordered. I randomly want one of your OCs and Knuckles from Sonic kissing. I don't know why. What? No. Why? This makes me... I know you said you don't know why. Is it because it's like the meme of Sonic and like Knuckles and Shadow and stuff? Where people have them with like different OCs. Because if it's for, like, the ironic meme, then maybe. But if it's serious, no. I'll do it for the meme. But funny enough, when I was really, really young, I'm going to reveal all my dark secrets on my stream. When I was really young, I'm talking like maybe 4 or 5, I think. I had a really big crush on Sonic. And so my friends like joke about it with me now, and they'll like get me Sonic stuff and be like, here's your boyfriend. And I'm like, I was like 5. I don't love him now. Last doggy part illustration is going to be this one, and then I'm just going to add a few more details to him. Then we'll do like the little vintage thing to make him look a little more vintagey, and then we'll move on to Zaza. So if you've been holding out for Zaza, good, because she's coming. She's coming soon. Let me just put this little fur on. I think he looks like Dastardly Dog Muttley from Wacky Racers. I agree with you. To be fair, your child self Sonic is really cool. That is true. Sonic is pretty cool. I guess my child self knew. I guess I've always had a thing for like sassy dudes, or like I always joke that I've always had a thing for like bad boys with a heart of gold, which is also kind of like what my husband is like. It's kind of like a bad boy with the heart of gold. And I feel like Sonic was kind of like that. Well, I'm talking like 90s Sonic from the show. He had kind of a tood. He was kind of a jerk a little bit. He definitely had a tood. That's no good. This drop shadow, and I'm gonna put this shadow in here. There we go. Look at the little man. He's so cute. Let's add a little bit of a shadow under these candles. I like us so. Oh my gosh, so. I like these. I'll add some shadows in here too. Just because I had some points where that white doesn't make sense. Because there's like shadow there and then the white is still like very strong. So we want to just make sure that things look even and make sense. Doop, doop, doop. Like so. Like so. Like so. There we go. And then the last, there's a few little detail things I want to do. Add some like very small highlights, like hard highlights, and then we'll just do the vintage things and then we're done. Let's do this. Okay. Gonna smack this little highlights on there. I just like making little blobby highlights because they're fun. Blurby highlights. And a little highlight on his nose. And on his paws. Oop, oop, oop. Toot, toot. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do like teet toot toot. Teet toot toot. So it's like he's furry. Like so. Teet toot. But this is long hair, so we do little blobbies. Because those are my rules for whatever reason. And then the short hair gets little deep doop doop. Deep doop doop. Like that. Deep doop doop doop. Blobs. Deep doop doop. Deep. Deep doop. Blob. 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 Deet doot. Deet doot. Deet doot doot. Deet doot doot. Blob. Deet doot. Deet doot. Oh, big butt blob. Blobs. Deet doot doot. Deet doot. Deet doot doot. Deal. And then give him a highlight on his tongue, which is on a different layer because I like to be difficult. I did that color to keep it in like a purple family. And then we'll do a highlight on his nose. Let's do like a bright highlight like that. No, let's do like a purple one maybe. Yeah. Yeah, a little purple nose. Purple. Zoop. Zoop. Wow, what a cute little man. Is this gonna be a sticker pack? Oh, I kind of would like it to be. I think that would be really cute. Little ghost boy sticker. Okay, now. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to add some shadow on this so that it doesn't look so flat. Which I think these... Just some base. Like that. And... just following the bottom shadow. like this. Like this. There you go. That's a little better. So now, oh, I have to fill in, I have to fill in the bone. And let's add some lines. And then a little bit of a shadow under the mouth here to show that he's chomping on it. Like this. There we go. Yeah, look at him. He has his little bone there. So then now what we're going to do is I'm going to soften the inside lines. This is another trick that I like to do. So I'm going to alpha lock this layer, which basically locks the lines in place, which means I cannot draw outside of them. See, it only affects the lines. That's what alpha lock does. I'm going to pick my shadow color. Actually, I'm going to pick my shadow color. Go like a smidge darker. And we're just going to fill all of these inside lines. Just color them. Because I find that it makes it a little softer, not as hard, the illustration. Sometimes I'll leave it depending on the vibe I want. But I think in this case, I want him to have a little bit of softer detail lines. And you can go either like all, you want to establish basically rules with stuff like this where you go either, okay, all of my inside lines, anything that's not the regular outline is going to be a different color, or go maybe only details like hairlines or like these fluff lines or whatever are going to be colored. And then shapes like the legs and stuff are going to be black. So you want to make sure that when you decide to color, you're going to make rules for yourself. I find that just makes things more unified. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm usually start off with just like the detail lines like this, like fluff lines. And then if I decide I want more, I'll go in and add more. Like if I want to do that maybe. Or if I want to do all of the interior lines. And it just comes down to a mood. I think I like all of the interior lines right now. I'm going to just darken it a little bit. But yeah, I think I like all of the interior lines, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do all of the interior lines. And then just leave the outline as black. Like that. Yes, I like that. And we're gonna do we'll do that in a different color, and then these little feetsies we'll do in a different color too. Very good chomper, 10-10, good boy. I agree. So we're just gonna color in all of these interior lines. La 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 la. This music is kind of good, like drawing music. Also, it might be putting you to sleep, and if it is, I'm very sorry. Did you get this in his mouth? Like so. Ugh. Okay. And then we'll do this one. All of these interior lines. Because that's the rule I'm going with. A trick to like a successful character design is giving yourself rules on what your design has and doesn't have, and then making sure you adhere to it. So like, for example, does everybody's mouth curl at the end into like a little twist, or when you're drawing hair, is the hair like just one shape, or is it made up of a bunch of different lines? If it's made up of a bunch of different lines, then apply that to everybody. So just like using rules, quote unquote, to like establish the universe, or like what the universe is like and like your characters live in, help keep your designs unified and interesting. And don't worry, we're going to hit these paws too. I just wanted to do them in a different color. So right now we're just doing all of these colors. This one color, because it's easy to just go through with the same color and hit everything. Like so. Last little guy. You know what I really want to make is I want to make a sticker book, but like a blank one so that you can put your stickers in it, so that you don't get sticker anxiety and be like, where should I put this? You have a little book where you can keep all of your stickers. I think I'm gonna make something like that next year. I have a lot of things that I want to make this next year, and they're kind of big projects, but they're all things that like I think would be really fun to do. I want to make a purse. I want to make an eat-a bag. I want to make a wallet. I want to make a bunch more stickers. I want to make a sticker book. I want to make more art books because apparently you guys really like those. And I'm going to be making more of the La-Di-Da magazines. Yeah. Okay, let's go in with these purples. So go to my darkest color, go a little darker. We're just gonna color this one in. Like so. Doop, doop. And this paw. And then we're gonna do the tongue. Yoop. Whoop. Yoop. Doop. And then last but not least, we have our little flame, which I'm gonna make more vibrant purple so that it looks more glowy. like such. Like such, like so. The character designs in Hilda are a great example of how to make rules and limits for each design while still being interesting and diverse. I agree with you. I love those character designs. They're really cute. If you look at everybody lined up, you can see where the character designer like continued rules and broke some and everything, and it's a really good example, and I agree with you 100%. Okay, now the last piece of the puzzle for this is we are going to do my little I'm trying to decide if I want to do a glow. I'm gonna merge these down, and let's see if I want to do a glow. I'm just using my beat tone tool. Kind of like that. It's cute. Technically, then the highlights should have been purple, but whatever. It's still a cute thing, so yeah. So now we're gonna do my little way to make things look a little vintagey. Gonna duplicate my line art layer. Gonna go to color balance, and I'm gonna make it purple this time. We're just gonna crank up the lines to basically like a bright, really bright, super high saturation line art, so it looks really weird like this. Then we're gonna go to color burn. Then we're gonna take that layer, and we're just gonna scoot it ever so. Scoot it ever so. Then we're gonna drop the opacity, so it looks kind of like this, like such. I'm gonna drop the opacity a little more. Then make sure it's not in alpha lock anymore. Go to chromatic aberration, or whatever, however you say it. Displace. Blur it. Go back to our regular line art. Chromatic aberration. Displace. Blur that a little. Then go to, what is this layer here? Oh, that's that layer. Okay. Now we're gonna go on to this layer. Alpha lock is fine. We're gonna go to gauge and blur and just do like 1%. Just to blur it so it's not as sharp. And then we're gonna go to our little glow, chromatic aberration, displace. Now you can choose to either scoot it a little so that it's like kind of off kilter, and then blur, which I like to do. Like that. I don't need that sketch layer anymore. So then it kind of looks a little blurry like this, which is fine. Oops. Which is fine, because then we're gonna go turn on all of these layers, which are my texture layers, which I get from Retro Supply Company. They have texture packs, and then you can go in and adjust how textury you want it to be. I don't think I want it to be super textury, just a little. Like this. Like so. And voila! A star is born. He's such a cute little boy. Maybe I'll make him a little sticker sheet and then put like some dark things or ghost stuff around. I think that could be cute. But that's our guy. So let's jump into the Zaza illustration and do some sketching for that. I have to think of, let's see, what type of outfits would we give her? She obviously needs a fancy outfit. She needs a sleeping outfit. I mean, I could give her like, let's see, fancy outfit, casual outfit, sleeping outfit, and maybe like a bathing suit. I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to hide this for a second while I jump over to her just to make sure that there's no... Okay. All right. It's Zaza time. Oh, something festive. A cute sporty fit. Well, let's see. I think Zaza, if she does any sports, it would be something like golf or tennis. Or you know what? She probably would... Wait. I might be breaking my own rule. I was going to say she probably would do like equestrian stuff, like riding horses. But here's my weird rule with like anthropomorphic animals, is I always feel weird when they have like an animal that's like almost the same species as them, like Goofy and Pluto, where it's like Goofy is a sentient human type dog man who can live in a house and drive a car, but then Pluto is just like a dog. So how come Goofy got to evolve and Pluto stays just like a regular ass dog? That's not fair. So with the puppets, you know, I want them to have some pets, but also they can't be a dog. They can't have a dog pet. They can't have a cat pet, because that's just, it's weird. So there's only a few animals that I think that they could have. Birds, because in the, remember when we were talking about establishing rules, so in the puppets world, my rule is that dogs and cats are the, like, anthropomorphic creatures. And any other animal you might see is not that. But also I think that extends out to like big cats and like dingoes and stuff. Like I don't think those exist in the world. But birds, bugs, fish, those all exist, I think. So I think you could have a bird as a pet. I think the puppets could have a bird as a pet. Or like fishes. Or maybe like ferrets or something. Like rodents. But horses, though. Can they have horses? And that's a good question. And the answer is I don't know. Because I haven't thought about this until just now. Is it weird for them to ride horses? What do you think? Mickey gave Pluto an Everstone. Oh, poor Pluto. Makes Arthur hard to watch. With that post, we'll put her in something classy, sleek, or festive. A skiing outfit. Skiing would be cute. As an Australian, I would argue that dingoes count as dogs just as much as a Dalmatian does. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is dingoes, like dingoes could be the anthropomorphic, could be anthropomorphic. So you wouldn't have, like, Dottie the Dalmatian and she would have a pet dingo. I mean, like, a dingo could be one of the characters or something in there. I'm saying that, like, the lore of they're only dogs and cats extend out to, like, big cats and, like, wild dogs and stuff. So, like dingoes or maybe like leopards or something like that. They could be anthropomorphic. But, yeah, because it just felt weird. Because, like, so Zaza has some, like, leopard print stuff, and I have, like, some characters have leopard print stuff. And I'm thinking, like, you know what? In their world, that's fine in the sense of, like, well, maybe it's not fine. Actually, I don't know now. I was going to say it feels weird to have challenging my own brain with my own questions. Because it's weird that they would have a... Maybe there's no such thing as fur, because they have fur. It's just like a print, a pattern. Faux fur. But then do you think that if somebody was like a leopard, they would see someone wearing leopard skin and be like, that kind of makes me feel weird? These are the questions that I have, and I don't have an answer to them. Let's ignore those things for now. What about a bunny pet? Maybe. Okay, I'm making a dingo's puppet, so see, do it. I dare you. I don't think it would be weird. They're different enough in species that it doesn't seem weird. I mean, in terms of having horses, that's true. I think she could be, like, equestrian, like riding a horse. I don't know. This is the tough thing. Okay, so here we have her. So let's look up some cute outfits. So we're definitely going to want classy, sleek, or festive. Well, obviously she needs a classy outfit first because it's Zaza, so she's always going to be really classy. So let's look up some reference. I'm going to just type in 1950s Vogue because, I mean, come on. Because we want some, like, high-end looks. Like, this one's really nice. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll pull it in. We need, like, high fashion. Maybe I can type in 1950s high fashion. Oh, here, this one's nice. Here, we'll do it, maybe they treat it like a paisley pattern. Regarding animal print, would maybe be like something like being a redhead and seeing someone dye their hair red, or could it be like super problematic in a cultural way? Or I want to say that it's like, oh, I have natural spots and you're just wearing a jacket with my spots because you like my spots so much. We're going to just say that. I'm not going to say it's a cultural thing. I don't think. We're just going to make it a little easier. All right, so let's look up 1950s Vogue high fashion. Playing badminton. I could also see that. So let's see. Well, let's put her in. One of the best ways to dress a character in vintage fashion is to reference vintage fashion. So we want to pick something high and classy that screams Zaza. Lots of money vibes. Like, this one's nice. Oh, this one's pretty nice. With that big hat. I do like this one, I think. That one's pretty good. again, just scrolling to see if I catch something else that would be more her. But I do feel like that's a good Zaza outfit personally. Like a statement hat and this little like sashy thing. Let's see what else we got related to that image. Like this one, maybe. Big hat. Love the look of the big hats. She has her own plane and she pilots it herself and goes all over the world playing badminton. Probably. I don't think she pilots it herself. She definitely hires someone to fly for her. 'Cause she got stuff to do on the plane. Like she's, I don't know, maybe writing or something. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the big hat because I also like the big hat. Where's that meme with the pink and the black robe that you can switch it out for when your husband dies? Yeah, I have a whole Pinterest page specifically for like all of the girls and what they would wear for like different situations. So I have a whole entire section of nightgowns and stuff and robes and everything for Zaza. Where did it go? I lost it. Damn it. Can I see this one? Balls. I lost the image. Poopy. Where was I? I know I was looking at something. Shoot. Well. Yeah, I lost the image now. I don't know where it went. Oh, I think I clicked this one. And aha! Found it. Okay. We found it. Okay. So I have my tiny, tiny image here. But that's okay, because that's really all I need. So what we're going to do is... What is this? Oh, it's a different pose. Drop the opacity. And... Yeah. First time live viewer, you rock. Aw, thank you. She even has a tail already. It is true. Okay, so what we're going to do is drop the opacity. I'm going to pick a different color so I can see what I'm doing. All right, Gangy, you can get off my lap because I know you're getting hot. There you go. And then I am going to just sketch on top of her to make sure that, you know, the sticker, oops, wrong brush. Jing sketch, sketching round. Just so that, you know, it fits her if we're making like a paper doll. So we're gonna just follow her lines. We're basically gonna like dress her in a weird way, like and drop the opacity some more so I can see what I'm doing. I like this big oversized collar. Now, this one has her sleeves cut off, but I don't know. I kind of feel like she would have sleeves maybe, and then gloves over it. But that's okay. We'll put the gloves on as a different thing too. Since it's going to be like a doll, we'll put the gloves separate so you can add that. So we'll just focus on, let's see really close. Okay. I'm gonna flare this out a little more, like peplum. And then she has some pockets. And then a long squeak to about here. And since this is a paper doll, we're gonna draw around the hand because we're probably gonna add those as gloves. Like so. Yeah. Let's see, buttons. Bunch of buttons. Buttons. Have you ever wanted to make comic strips of the puppets? Right now she looks like a very elegant sailor. Yeah. Ooh, I keep bumping this with my ponytail. I agree. She does kind of look like an elegant sailor. So I want to give her some sleeves. So it looks more like a suit, I think. And then it's okay because we're going to have gloves anyway. I think you could always just stick the gloves over if you wanted to. If you wanted to change her outfit. We can make the gloves a little thicker. So I do always imagine Zaza as like kind of like a fancy suit wearer. Like she likes these types of suits because they're very kind of classy, but like a little powerful, like a little riche, you know? So yeah, so I think I do like this. We'll do this. Because you know what I'm thinking of? Lily and 1950. This fashion brand called Lillian. And they, oh, here, look at these. Look at these. That's what I'm talking about. These are the things that I would think of for Zaza. I don't know why I didn't think of referencing this. Oh, look at that. Would you just look at it? That's a good one. I like this so much better. Get out of here, you other suit. We're gonna change it to this. We're changing it because I love this one. I feel like this one, because it's a little extra, you know, but still like very like wealthy looking. And I think, you know, I feel Zaza is always kind of like high fashion, wealthy type of person. I know I keep saying wealthy, but she has a lot of money. She is like the wife to like an oil mogul or oil guy. I don't know. She has a lot of money. And this takes place in what I've been coining like vague mid-century time. So like 50s, 60s-ish. It's not like a specific time because I've been bleeding things over. But yeah. And actually, to answer your question, have you ever wanted to make comic strips of the puppets? I had one on Webtoons for a little while. I haven't updated it in a long time. Because I'm trying to make this into a game. And I have a goal of releasing the Kickstarter for it by next year. I'm working with some people, like some friends of mine and stuff, to like help me create it. Unfortunately, it's taking a while because I basically have to do it in my downtime. And like my freelance and commissions and all of that type of stuff comes first because that's what makes me money and that's how I survive and pay my bills, and pay, all of my groceries and stuff. So I have to prioritize those. But the puppets, like, I would love to eventually be able to make it a thing that I can live off of or something. I don't know. I want to make it like a visual novel. And so I've been slowly working on that. I've been fleshing out like each of the characters' personalities and stories with my friend who's a writer. And we're just in like the very, very base beginning, kind of like writing out the plot and the character arcs and everything like that. So we meet every now and then. We try to meet pretty regularly, although the problem is I am very busy. She's very busy. Also, she has some health issues, so, I want to make sure that she's always okay. So it's just taking a little bit. It's slow, but it's just the way that it is, unfortunately. I know a lot of people ask, and they're like, what's up with the puppets? What's going on with them? And I'm like, I promise I'm doing stuff. I'm just trying to get it all done while also trying to stay afloat. But I really want to make it into a game and get it out there, personally. I would love to read that. Hi, I know. I'm in the middle of doing this. Okay, hold on one second, though. I've also toyed around with, like, revisiting the webtoons. The problem is I am not a comic writer, so I get burned out on it, like, so easily. And then the second thing is, I don't know, like, webtoons is kind of hard to make money from, is what I've heard. Hold on one second. This is a good time for you to go to the bathroom, take a break. I have to let my dogs out to pee. So give me 1 second.
I'll take them.
Oh, you'll take them out?
Yeah.
Kirk, you go potty?
Come here, buddy. Don't you run for me.
Okay. Just kidding. My husband's gonna take it. Huh? You might also have to grab him.
Graceful.
Okay. So basically, yes, I was thinking of maybe restarting the webtoon, but I think it's kind of hard to like get going and get money on. And I think if I were to restart it, I would want somebody who'd help me write it. And all that type of stuff. It's just kind of hard to juggle everything in the sense of like YouTube, if I was doing a webtoon, so like YouTube, webtoon, social media, commissions, freelance, because that's almost like 4 separate jobs all at once. And that's my current issue. And I'm not complaining, like I definitely chose this, but I'm saying like it's just everything comes with its own struggles, right? So that's just the issue with these. I don't know what are these little symbols? They're like flowers or something. I finished my drawing and now my arm hurts. Oh no, but I think it was worth it. I bet it was. I'm sure it looks fantastic. Hi, little man. You say hi? There's Diglett. Thank you.
He did not do anything.
Who?
That one.
This one?
Drakkar did though.
You didn't pee? Are you gonna pee all over the house? We're still learning potty training. Are you gonna pee all over the house? Yes, sir. This one is still learning potty training, so we're like 90% there, but he still has accidents sometimes, right, mister? He's only 6 months, so it's taken a little bit. And for small dogs, they're notoriously hard to potty train usually because they have such little bladders. What, Carter? You want to come up here? Okay, you say hi too. Oh my gosh. You're so dense. Here's Karkar. We have Diglett and we have Karkar. Tea? No, take. Just licked inside of my mouth. Ugh. If Sanrio can take over the world without an actual story, then surely the puppets can make it to print somehow, some way, someday. I would love that. Which is why I'm trying to do like merch stuff too, because I feel like if you just have characters that people like, you can still get some traction, I think. I don't know. I'm trying. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's give her a big old hat. What do you think about these sleeves? Do we like them or do we not like them? Because I also feel... Are you okay? You good? You gonna come back up? You gonna come up? Who wants to come up? You come up? What? Hi, Kaka. Yeah, I don't know how I feel of about these sleeves. I'm wondering if maybe she should have tighter sleeves. Like more structured sleeves. Like that, maybe. Our late Pomeranian was 8 when we got her. No matter how much we potty trained her, how much potty train we gave her, she would unlearn it just as fast. Glad your boys have got it down. Mostly. Diglett's still learning because he's 6 months. Gengar has it down. He's good. He'll like bark at me. He won't go to the bathroom in the house unless like he's sick, like there's something wrong. But it took him a while. It took until he was about like 2 years old. He was marking a lot in the house, and then we got him neutered at 2. And a lot of people say, marking is a learned behavior. It's definitely reinforced with hormones, but it can be for sure a learned behavior. So neutering won't always solve it, but in my case, it did solve it. Neutering him, we neutered him and he immediately stopped marking in the house, and then that helped a lot with, accidents in the house. Drakkar is my sweet, sweet, gentle, dumb boy. He's a dummy. But he's so sweet, but he's so dumb. And he's very much like, he forgets the rules of potty training. So, like, he'll be really good for a few months. And then he'll, like, forget and just start peeing and pooping in the house. And it's not like a bladder issue or like a UTI or something. It's just he forgets. Because then once you remind him, you're like, no, we'll do it out here. And you, like, really reinforce it. Then he's like, oh, right. I forgot, fam. And then he goes out and then has no problems. So you just have to constantly remind him. So he'll be really good for like a few months, no accidents. And then all of a sudden, he'll start like pooping and stuff in the house. And then we're like, oh gosh. And then you have to remind him. And then he's like, oh, right, sorry. And then Diglett is still learning because he's only 6 months old. So I think it definitely helps to have 2 other dogs who know the routine already. So he's really picking up like, oh, we go outside to pee. So he's picking that up, but he hasn't fully learned to tell me when he has to go out. Like right now he's at the stage where he just like runs to the door and stands there. And if I take too long, then he'll just like go somewhere and pee. So he hasn't learned that he has to tell me that he has to go out. So, but we're getting there, right, bud? Yeah. That's exactly what Sugar was like. Was Sugar sweet but dumb? Because that's... Drakkar is sweet but dumb. He's my sweet but dumb old man. Right, mister? And we adopted him when he was 7. So actually it's pretty similar because you said she was 8 when you got her. And Drakkar was 7 when we got him. So, yeah. Okay, let's do... I'm going to see if I like... You know what? I want to give her, like, cap. Like this, I think. And then we can put gloves. Like other gloves on her, I think would work. I think that's nice. And then we'll give her big hat. Like such. Like something like this, kind of. That's also good. See what I mean? Lillian had like the best... I keep scrolling and finding better and better ones. Lillian had the best suits. They're expensive as balls now when you're looking for them online. They're all like $300. But they're so good. Such a good design. Like that's just such a nice silhouette. There's always a part of me that's like, man, I wish that people still dressed up, you know, like from the 50s and 60s and everything. Like everyone dressed really nicely when they went out places. But then also there's a part of me that's like, I'm very glad that we don't do that anymore, because there are times where I leave the house and I look like a big hot piece of mess. And I'm like, I don't feel like dressing up. I just want to run into some errands. And it would be a pain in the ass if I had to like put on my makeup and do my hair and just to like go to the grocery store and get something, you know? So I'm always caught between, because I see stuff like this and I would be like, I would lose my mind if I saw someone walking down the street in an outfit like that. And I would just be in heaven seeing all of these amazing fashion pieces everywhere. But then at the same time, the days where you're like, I'm in a lot of pain, I'm on my period and I'm cramping and I need to go to the grocery store and get some pads and soup or something. You're like, I don't want to get into something like that. Like, I just want to be in pajamas or whatever. So I always think about that. It's like the two wolves in my head. I like this the best. Come here, Diggy. I don't trust you running around because you haven't peed. My dog Freya is such a good girl that she refused to poo in the car during a long drive when we couldn't pull over. She was holding it in for like an hour. Aw, what a good girl. I love dogs that are like very aware of that type of stuff. I think it's really cute. I know Shiba Inus can be like that because they don't like to make messes and accidents. Okay, let's give her her hat. Nice big hat. And we need some nice shoes. And a purse. And gloves. Gloves. We can piece all of these out afterwards, too. We're just saying, like, this is for the set that we're doing. And we could do, like, a bag here. Purse. Like such. And some nice gloves. And then some nice heels. She would just have some like classy, simple heels, I think. Some pointy ones, I think. Like so. And that's probably her first outfit. Let's cut like this. And then we can take this and move this over. And that would be one outfit. But what we can do too is like move this shoes up here. Move the gloves like this. And move the bag and the hat just to make some room. We're probably also going to have to restructure my layout as well, or make her smaller in the middle or something. Because we want to be able to fit everything. Yeah, I think that would be the first outfit, right? And we can restructure later. So then we have like a nice classy outfit. Then we'll probably need like elegant fancy outfit, something, and then maybe like a nightgown or something like that. I think that would be a good set. Oh, Ariana Cole, thank you so much for the $10. That's so nice of you. Happy holidays, girl. I'm gonna cry. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. That's so nice. Oh, thank you. It's so sweet of you. My dog Spot was scared of his dog trainer the first day. When I was talking to him, Spot peed on my shoes while hiding behind me. He was a big dog but had a timid personality. Aw, what type of dog was he? Oh, sorry. You deserve it. Oh. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you, you're the best. This was such a blessing. Thank you. You're so sweet. I can't believe it. You're the first person who's given me like a super chat or whatever it's called. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm so grateful. I'm not saying that everyone has to do it. I'm just like, it just means a lot. I really appreciate it. It's very sweet. You're an incredible... Oh, it got me all frazzled and I'm knocking things over. Oh my gosh. You're an incredible artist. Thank you. I'm trying. Thank you. Yeah, so I don't know. I have to find like a good classy outfit dress Let's do, I don't know if Lily Ann did 1950 evening gowns. Evening gown. Boy, if you, okay, yeah, just lay down there. Thank you. I don't know if they did, if Lillian did evening gowns. That's not an evening gown. Oh, my thing is at 11%. I'm dying here. I need a good vintage dress evening gown. Let's just type in, let's remove this. Let's see what we can find. I feel like she wouldn't have like a super full dress. Actually, I think Elizabeth Taylor would be a great example. Elizabeth Taylor or Heidi Lamar. Both would be good examples for her fashion-wise, I think. But again, like high fashion. Ooh, these are nice. Like this one. That's a nice one. What do you think? He was an Australian Shepherd mixed with a very leggy female. We never figured out the breed of. Aw. He was also the best 10 years of my life. Oh, I love that. I love your art. What is your advice for drawing diverse body types, and how do you choose which character gets what body type? So my advice is to look at a ton of different body types and practice drawing them. is what I can say is, you know, you as artists, I think we all kind of default to a a face or a body that you become comfortable drawing. And I think if you want to get into character design, you really need to push yourself out of that. And one of the best ways is to look at a bunch of different and diverse body types already. Practice drawing them. They don't have to look good. Just keep practicing and keep practicing. As you draw all of these different body types, so I'm talking like heavy set, like apple shape or pear shape or whatever the shapes are that everyone has for different places where women especially carry their weight. I will say specifically women carry their weight in different places. Like every woman kind of carries their weight in different places. And men do too, but I think women have it more, and I'm talking in very, very large sweeping generalities. So look at where everybody kind of carries their weight, what is natural for the human body in general to carry weight in, where weight leaves first, where it sits, where it doesn't sit. Practice drawing those figures over and over again, and as you draw them, you will start to naturally simplify and remove lines and shapes that you kind of don't need, and streamline things as you like continuously do it over and over again. So that's my tip for that. And then also on how do I decide what characters get what body type. Sometimes it depends. Sometimes it's done in a very what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's done on purpose, and other times it's just kind of like there's no reason for it. I just felt like they would have it or whatever when I'm drawing them. This is kind of what happened. In regards to like the puppets, for example, a lot of their design choices from the type of hair that they have, their coloring, their personalities, their figures were very much based on the dog breed that they were based on. So, for example, Zaza. Zaza is based off of an Afghan hound. It's based off of an Afghan hound. Afghan hounds are tall, kind of slender sight hound breeds. So they are kind of leggy, lanky, slender, elegant looking dogs. So I used that as my core decision making for designing her. I wanted her to be tall, slender, elegant, sleek, like an Afghan hound. Chi-Chi, for example, is a Chihuahua, tiny, thin legs, just like very small frame. So Chi-Chi is small, she's petite, and she's very small, doesn't have like big hips, doesn't have like large boobs, slender legs, because I based it off of the concept of a Chihuahua, which is more also like slender dog, but small. And then other dogs like, for example, Pom Pom. Now, obviously, you don't want any dogs to be overweight. I'm talking about dogs, actual dogs, right? Because when it comes down to it, weight with humans is very complex. There's a lot that goes into it. Weight with dogs is a different subject. They rely on you to be healthy. And weight on dogs can contribute to a lot of health issues. So you don't want one overweight. But because we're anthropomorphizing, and also I'm taking into account design features, and because also I want to include different body types, because this is not made for dogs, it's made for people. Pom Pom, the Pomeranian, Pomeranians, while they're small inside, they're big, fluffy dogs with lots of floof. So the silhouette of a Pomeranian is very round and kind of like, round and smooth. So I use that to design Pom Pom. She's kind of bigger, very like voluptuous, rounded shapes. I'm trying to think. Like Bebe, for example, is a husky. So Bebe, I designed her as more athletic, like an athletic build, like a husky would be, since they're kind of running dogs. So all of those types of things cater to the designs of the puppets. Now, for regular humans that are not based off of dogs, it really depends on what they're like, personality-wise. Also, you don't want to go into stereotypes like, for example, stereotypes of like, okay, like all Asian girls are really tiny and thin, and that's what you're going to always draw whenever you draw an Asian girl. Push yourself out of that stereotype and be like, okay, well, what about I did a different type of, whatever. Look at real world references, and see diverse body types from around the world and incorporate those into your design. I know this was a lot of rambling. I don't know if this helps. I have a lot of feelings and takes on this, because it's something that I really intentionally tried to push myself to do like years ago. So a lot of it is just kind of looking at body types around the world, looking at how weight sits on different humans, practicing drawing how weight sits on different humans, and then simplifying and diversifying that, and then also being cognizant of stereotypes. And obviously I'm not perfect at it. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm still learning every day, but like trying to be aware of stereotypes and not falling into stereotypes all the time, and then also using some of this for the character design as well. Like if you want a character that's really soft and friendly, you would want maybe a character that's more rounded and maybe more chubby, because it's like soft round shapes that give off that like comforting feeling. Again, I don't know if that answered any of the questions. It's a lot of information. Drawing leaner masculine characters is so hard. I get to the hips and have no idea where to go from there. I have been there, let me tell you. I have drawn girls my entire life, and in high school, I got to a point... Oh no, he peed on the... I got to a point where I started trying to draw guys, like lean-looking masculine figures, and I would get to the hips and be like, I know what girl hips look like. What do boy hips look like? My only advice for you is to practice drawing masculine figures. Life drawing. There is a website called Line of Action, line-of-action.com. It is all life drawing for masculine and feminine figures, either nude or clothed. You can pick the time intervals that you're going to see the images for. Practice drawing just masculine characters. Only that. Don't draw any like female forms. Just masculine forms. The only way you're going to get better at it is if you learn how the male or masculine figure looks realistically. And so the only way that I got better at it was practicing life drawing. So you're going to have to just practice life drawing. I suggest doing, and you don't have to spend hours on it. You can even do, the Line of Action website does intervals of like 30 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. Just do those for spend like a half hour, an hour just practicing gesture drawings of that. And like, as you continue to do that, you're going to get better and better and better at it. And then eventually you're going to really start to understand, because a lot of this is muscle memory and understanding the form. So eventually it's going to become more innate in your head because you've practiced it so many times, and it's like a muscle memory that you're going to start to be able to adapt it into a stylized design. Because you understand the realistic version, and once you understand the realistic version, then you can stylize it. I hope that helps. I think the word for pom-pom, Coco, and Zuzu is robust. Yes, probably. I'm trying to draw more masculine characters. I am too comfy drawing feminine ones. Yes, and I feel you, because I have been there, and I still am there sometimes. Obviously, it's just very natural for me to draw more feminine figures than masculine ones. So it is important to push yourself out of that sometimes. With my job, when I was working in the studio, I drew a lot of masculine characters. I worked on Archer and a few other projects that I don't think I can talk about because they're still under NDA. But I drew a lot of masculine characters there. So a lot of my personal stuff was just me defaulting to the thing that I was comfortable, which is female figures. So I understand that this is wonderful advice. You have no idea how grateful I am. Oh, I'm glad that it helped you. Drawing from references gave me the biggest confidence boost when I realized how well it works for learning. Yes, it is true. For whatever reason, I think as artists, we initially think that, we can't use references. I don't know why that is the way that it is, but I feel like we think that. And then, once you realize, no, everybody uses references. All the professional artists out there, they all use references or have used references at some point in their life. You're like, oh my gosh, this makes the thing so much easier. I don't have to, draw things from memory forever. There's some things that, if you tried to get me to draw from memory, I would be like, how do I draw a car or a bike? I don't know. I didn't draw a bike. Oh, wait, hold on. Just in case. I'll just do it here. Don't mind this picture of me. This is for a different thing I was starting to work on, and then I got burned out, and so I stopped working on it. But, I don't have a reference for a bike. So I'm trying to remember, how do I draw a bike? Right? Well, you have a post, and then you have handles, right? You have handles. And then there's a thing here. Because then that's where the wheel goes. And then the spokes. And then you have a thing that attaches. And then somewhere this thing that you sit on, right? And then so this thing, and then another wheel. And then the gears are somewhere here. I don't know how this attaches. This has to attach to that. I don't know. There. No reference. And then, let's see. Bike. And I go, oh, look at all the things I missed. Okay, so it goes like this. And then you have the handles. This connects here. Okay, wheel. You have a little thingy here. This angle's here. This comes down. This goes up. You have your little seat. This is the, oops, it got cut off. Whatever. This. And then, here's where the gears go. And then that connects here. And yeah. And then I'm like, oh, look at that. This bike looks so much better than this. And I'm a professional artist. This is the bike I drew from memory. So sometimes you really do need references. They're very important. That is such good advice. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that it helps. Okay, well, it is 9:30. I've been streaming since 7-ish. So it's been like, what, 7:30 to 8:30, 8:39. So it's been like all over 2 hours. So I think what we're going to do, reference is just learning to look. Yes, it is. I agree with you. I think what I'm going to do is end this here. And then I have to clean up some pee. And I'm going to go kind of veg out, probably play some Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know if you guys enjoyed this. It's really fun hanging out and talking with you guys and having you all like be able to ask me questions and then I can directly answer. So I really do enjoy this. I like talking to you guys. I like hanging out. So I don't know if you guys like these live streams. I'm trying to think of maybe making them a little more prominent. I don't know what the schedule is, but I think it would be fun to be able to do this like maybe once a month and like you guys can ask questions like art questions or draw alongside me or whatever. But yeah, let me know what you think. On that note, how do you find inspiration for hairstyles for a bunch of different characters? I have a habit of defaulting to Don Bluth ponytails. I'm gonna say the same thing. References and look at hairstyles that exist in the real world. I look at vintage hair. I look at modern hairstyles. I look at black hairstyles, Asian hairstyles, like anything and everything in between to just kind of like, I keep a Pinterest board. I'm gonna show you this. For those who don't know. So I keep a Pinterest board of literally like a ton of inspiration for things. And I'll just tag stuff, or put stuff into boards when I'm looking for inspo, and then I can always refer back to it. This is more for like my own hair, but it's a good example. I just save images that I like, And I can always go back in here and look at stuff and see all different types of hairstyles. Obviously, these are all vintage because that's how I do my hair usually. So all of these are saved. But you can have a Pinterest. I suggest getting a Pinterest board and saving any types of hairstyles you like or you find interesting. And then when you feel stumped, you can always refer back to your Pinterest board and scroll through and see if there's something that strikes your fancy. I had fun, got a good chunk of my paper done. Oh, yay! Good. I enjoyed your stream. Thank you. I had a great time. Have a good night. Yes. I should get back to work. Hope to catch another stream. Yes, yes, yes. I'm glad that you guys enjoy the streams. I'm hoping that we can do more of them. Maybe once a month. It'll be good. All right, I'm going to go clean up. Don't put that thing in the pee, please. I'm going to go clean up this pee. And I'm going to go sign off for today. So, adios. Goodbye, goodbye.